In this video, I'm using the 2018 QPL final between the London Monarchs and the South East Knights to explain a one-to-one defence, which is also called a man-marking defence. From there, I'm going to explore the concepts of space in attack and explain what I might mean when I say, get in space. But first of all, the one-to-one defence. The objective of this defense is to shut down the attack's best players by taking away their space and pressuring them into making high-risk plays if they want a successful attack. The defense will have a point defender stop the ball carrier quite close to the halfway line. The attack's two most dangerous receivers will both be assigned a defensive player to mark them, leaving one attacker unmarked. Now let's talk about space. For me, a player is in space when they are in a position that will allow them to contribute meaningfully to the attack. In this example, two of the three attacking receivers are in space, according to my definition. The obvious one is Ed Brett. Ed is a strong passer and shooter, and because no one is marking him, he will have the time to catch the ball, move towards the hoops, and make a pass or a shot. If an attacker who can't throw the ball well was standing where Ed is standing, there wouldn't really be any way for them to contribute to the attack if they got the quaffle. So if I had the quaffle, I wouldn't pass to them unless I needed to get away from a tackle or a beat. Now the second player in space, in my opinion, is Hannah Watts, and this is where my definition starts getting a little tested. So Hannah has an unblocked line of sight with the quaffle carrier and is close to the small hoop, ready to receive a good pass and put it straight in. However, she's tightly marked, so how can she be in space? Well, what Hannah has managed to do is get herself in between her marker and the small hoop, and has opened the gap so she has somewhere to run to. All it would take to score would be to push off the defender, catch a pass and put it in. Here's a great example of Sam Hamowitz for Team USA doing this against the UK in the World Cup semi-finals. When you're trying to receive a pass at the side hoops, you are often in space if you are between your marker and your hoops, and you have a direct line of sight with the quaffle carrier. The final attacker is the attacker not in space, and this is Guthrie over on the right. If there was no defender in front of him, this would be a great position, but as it stands, the presence of the defender means that the only passes that can reach Guthrie would put him too far from the hoops and the other attackers to contribute meaningfully to the attack. Now this is not necessarily Guthrie's fault, as a one-to-one defense is meant to deny important attackers of space, but there is maybe more Guthrie can do to contribute to the attack, such as running a line behind the hoops to pick up any shot attempts, allowing the attack to reset if the shot is missed. In this video, I've explained the basics of a one-to-one defense, and I've talked about how I would define space in attack.